All right, let's talk recruiting, but I mean really talk about it. How do we take it from this kind of guessing game, right, into a repeatable, profitable system? The goal here is simple, to get you out of the hoping for results business and into the creating them business, all with focused, consistent action.
So, let's just start with a really simple question to get the ball rolling. When you look at the real estate industry today, there are basically only 3 kinds of recruiters out there. The big question is, which one are you?
Okay, so here they are. First, you've got the recruiters who make things happen. These are the drivers. Then, you've got the ones who just kind of watch what happens. They're spectators. And then there's the third group, the ones who are left scratching their heads asking, wait, what just happened? Our entire goal with this explainer is to make sure you are firmly, without a doubt, in that first category.
So how do we get there? Well, like building a house, you need a solid foundation. And for us, that foundation is all about setting clear, effective goals. And listen, this isn't just some fluffy suggestion. This is the absolute, non-negotiable first step. It's what's going to create that daily fire you need to actually go out and succeed.
Of course, we're talking about SMART goals. But I want to really zoom in on one part of this definition that changes everything. Putting it in writing. Why is that so critical? Because the second you write a goal down, it stops being a wish. It's no longer just this vague idea floating around in your head. It becomes a real commitment. It's a challenge you've put to yourself, and there's no wiggling out of it later by saying, oh, well, that wasn't really my goal.
Okay, so let's actually build a powerful goal right now using this SMART framework. First, S for specific. We're not saying more agents. No, we're saying I will recruit 24 agents. See the difference? Then M for measurable. Well, 24 is a number. We can track that. Easy. A is for attainable. This is key. You have to believe you can do it. R is for relevant. It has to matter to you. It has to light that fire. And finally, T for timed. It needs a deadline. So let's put it all together. What do we get? I will recruit 24 agents in the next 12 months. Now that's a goal you can actually work with.
All right, having that clear goal is a huge first step. But to give it real teeth, we need to connect it to the one thing that matters most in your business: profit. See, recruiting isn't just about collecting people. It's about hitting a very specific financial target.
So that leads to a really important question for you. What is the single most important number for your business this year? You've got to start with the end in mind, right? Know where you're going.
Okay, let's just use a number to make this tangible. Let's say your annual profit goal is $250,000. Boom. That number right there, that's your North Star. Everything, and I mean everything we do from this point on is going to be reverse engineered from that number.
And this is where it gets really cool. This is where you stop guessing. You work backward from that profit goal. You factor in your costs, your average production per agent, and the math, the simple math, will tell you exactly how many productive agents you need. It's not a mystery. It's not magic. It's just a calculation.
Okay, so now we've got our number. We know how many agents we need to hit our profit goal. So what's next? The next big question is, who are they? This is where we pivot from the numbers game to the strategy game. We're putting down the wide net and picking up a precision instrument.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly. You've got 2 ways to go. There's the shotgun approach. You just spray and pray, hoping you hit something. It's a huge waste of time and energy. And then there's the laser, focused, targeted, aiming for specific people. Your probability of success just skyrockets. We are all about the laser approach here.
So your first laser-focused list, we call it the hot target list. And the strategy behind it is just common sense. It's way easier to fan the embers of a fire that's already smoldering than it is to start a brand new one from scratch. So this list is all about looking for those embers, those immediate opportunities that your competitors are creating for you. Maybe it's a change in management. Maybe there are rumors of money trouble, or they just rolled out a really unpopular new policy. Whatever it is, those are your openings.
Okay, your second list is what we call the positioning list. And this is the long game. We're playing chess, not checkers. These are the top-tier, talented agents who might be perfectly happy right now. But things change. And your goal is to build a relationship with them now, so that when something does change, you are the first and only person they think of calling. So how do you find them? Ask your own agents who they respect. Dig into the MLS data. Go to those industry events and actually connect with people.
So, let's recap. You've got your SMART goal, you've got your target lists. You're ready to go, right? Well, here's the thing. The biggest obstacle you're gonna face probably isn't another broker down the street. It's the person staring back at you in the mirror. Real success in recruiting comes down to mastering your own inner game.
You know, there are actually about 10 common obstacles that can totally torpedo a recruiting campaign. But let's not get overwhelmed. We're going to focus on the big four, the ones that are absolute campaign killers.
All right, here they are. First up, procrastination. We all know this one. Putting off the calls you know you have to make. Then there's fear. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, you name it. Next, inconsistent effort. That classic roller coaster ride, right? You're all in one week and then nothing the next. But the biggest one, the one that's kind of the root of all the others, is a lack of self-discipline. It's that raw ability to make yourself do what has to be done, especially on the days you don't feel like it.
And that brings us to the final piece of the puzzle. Honestly, it's the most important point of this whole thing. It all comes down to a core message of personal ownership and real accountability.
I want you to take this phrase and just burn it into your brain. If it's to be, it's up to me. It's that simple. Look, nobody else is going to make you successful, and nobody else can make you fail. You're the one who chose the goals, you're the one who created the lists. So the responsibility to actually do the work, that falls on you, and only you.
Because really, when it all comes down to it, the biggest battles you're going to fight aren't with your competition. They're internal. They're with your own procrastination, your own fear, your own discipline. If you can win that battle with yourself every single day, the external results, they'll take care of themselves.
So now, with all of that in mind, there's really only one question left. Just one. Who's the first agent on your list? Who's the first person you're going to call? Time to go make it happen.